Hey guys, welcome back. We are here today to discuss the conclusion of our 8-day cross-country road trip from New Jersey to Los Angeles, California.
What a trip.
We just wanted to share what we thought about the entire trip and everything. So I'm just gonna shoot out some questions. So babe, what was your most favorite thing about the road trip?
Knowing about the road trip and planning it for like the past year or so, I knew that the southwest leg of the trip, meaning like Dallas onwards, would be my most favorite, and it really lived up to it. I mean, I saw landscapes that I never could dream of. I don't think the finest artist, painter could make that. And I drove on roads that I've always wanted to drive on since I was a kid, like desolate, empty, straight roads. So that was my favorite part of the trip.
I think my favorite part of the trip was just the whole thing being so spontaneous, and just sometimes we just were like, oh, let's just keep driving, and we would pull over if we saw something cool, and just, yeah, what he said. Anyway, so, and then what would you have done differently if we could do the entire road trip again?
Besides the weather, like meaning not do it in December.
Just anything.
Not do it in December, so maybe do it in the summer months or the spring months, so at least it would have been nicer weather. And then also, instead of going to the Cadillac Ranch, maybe go further south to El Paso, Texas, and then drive from the south of New Mexico, because we missed the White Sands Monument as well as Roswell.
Yeah, I think for me too, I think I would have wanted to stay longer in Texas. We went to Dallas, as you have seen the video, and I wanted to go to Houston and Austin. That would have been cool. And then just more of Texas would have been fun. And then New Mexico, we really wanted to see White Sands, which is still on our list to do. I think we did a great job packing all of our food for the trip, so I think that was fine. Chewy was totally cool. And then, babe, what was your most favorite and least favorite states? So before you answer the question, I'm gonna go through. We did New Jersey down to, where did we stop? We went to DC, Virginia, North Carolina to Tennessee,
Yep.
A little bit of Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, down to Texas, and then New Mexico, Utah, Arizona.
You were missing. We also were in Colorado.
I forgot about Colorado.
Yeah.
So those are the ones we went through. If you're just tuning in, you can click any of our previous videos, and we did every hotel review and review on every day that we were on the road for 8 days. So babe, what was your favorite state?
This is a really, really tough one.
Okay, I'll go first then, because we're slow. My favorite state was, this is a tough one.
Don't steal mine.
Okay, I think it would be New Mexico.
Yeah.
The reason that it's New Mexico.
Please talk about your energy.
Okay, so I'm born and raised in California, and obviously we do like our local trips to the Grand Canyon and this and that, but New Mexico is just, I don't know, it just I felt this energy, and it was just so different, and it was strong, and it was just really cool. We stayed in Santa Fe for a night, and then we visited Albuquerque for a day, and then we stayed in Farmington for a night as well. We didn't explore further south, but just the things we saw in Santa Fe, the high elevation, just a beautiful adobe buildings, the history, it was just so exciting. I wish we stayed longer there. So that was my favorite. What was your favorite?
I'm gonna say Utah, because there were so many parks and beautiful landscapes that I had always wanted to see ever since I saw the movie Forrest Gump and City Slickers. There were so many things there that I wanted to see, and we finally got to see them. So that would be my choice, Utah.
Okay. And your least favorite state?
I think the least favorite state, unfortunately, has to be like Arkansas, but I'm gonna give it a. We left Memphis, Tennessee, crossed the Mississippi into Arkansas, and we were in rural Arkansas, so it probably wasn't the nicest part of the state to see, because I know New Jersey, for example, where I'm originally from, there are some rural parts of that state that are no one wants to visit ever. So I'm sure this could have been that. But it was also the middle of winter, and it was like dry. It just looked bad. So that would be mine. What about yours, babe?
I personally don't like crowded areas. I like peaceful, quiet areas. So I'm gonna probably say like Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. I mean, Virginia is a tough state just because it's so big and it's long, and luckily we didn't have to go too far, down it.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Virginia. I like nature, and I wanted to see more of that. But we didn't really, spend the entire day there, so it's not super fair. Any advice that you can give to anyone out there who's doing another road trip like we just completed?
All right, as a driver, I'll give them my advice, and you as a passenger, you want to give them your advice?
Yes. Okay, I'll go first. So, as a passenger, I would have to say that it definitely requires a good car. So, get your car ready to go, tune it up, get your brakes checked or whatever. We got ourselves this big SUV, a Dodge Durango, because we knew that we have a lot of stuff, and we pack our food, so we had a big, what do you call it? A big giant cooler. We had a dog, so just be prepared to have a little bit of comfort if you're going to be in the car for 14-hour days. Also, pack healthy food, because you don't want to be eating junk food the whole time. A, it costs a lot of money, and B, it's just not going to make you feel good. So we packed a lot of fruits and healthy snacks, and that was really great. There was no problems there. Do a lot of research on where you want to stop. Unless you want to be spontaneous and just pull over and sleep the night at a random hotel, that's fine too. We like to do our research, so we stayed in lots of major cities.
Yes.
And we like to drive in the daytime, so we drove sunrise to sunset and slept during the night. I don't really have any other advice. Just have a good time and drive with someone that you actually have fun with, because you're going to be in the car for a long time. Bring some road games, bring some cool music. What else?
We had 0 arguments during the entire drive.
We had a couple of arguments. It was an 8-day road trip, guys.
I wouldn't say that they were major arguments.
I mean, you were annoying for most of the trip, so.
Yeah, you slept for most of the trip.
As F!
As a driver, I would like to say that Vinita is right. Plan the major sites that you'd like to see and find cool routes from point A to point B. So the other thing is, you're right. Stay away from like fast food and a lot of sugar, because that stuff makes your body crash, believe it or not. People think that sugar high is great. No, sugar actually brings you down quickly. So like, stay away from the Red Bulls. We drank a lot of water, and we took a lot of pee breaks. So we made sure that we stopped, and we drove. There were some 11-hour drives, but...
Ooh, I have something to add.
Yeah.
Get an app called Gas Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you have an iPhone, or I don't know, we have iPhones. So if you have an app called Gas Buddy and you're driving across the country and you need gas, plan your gas. Like, this app tells you local gas. It tells you regular, premium. It tells you all the comparison prices. Like, It's great. Gas Buddy. There's also another app called...
Road Trippers.
Obviously, Road Trippers and Hotels.com compares all the prices. So the apps are really helpful. And I was going to say one more thing.
We use Google Maps, by the way, as well as Waze. So we had 2 phones, and we had the navigation. So I had Waze running, and I had the navigation running, and I think Vinita had Google Maps on her phone. So this way, Waze actually is live updates for where police officers are. So this way, if you're speeding,
don't speed.
Yeah, but with
speed
open roads, you're gonna
don't speed.
Stay like 9 miles over the speed limit. That's the safest
okay,
bet.
I think I remembered. The first thing I remembered is, so let's say there's somewhere you want to go. Make sure you call ahead or look online for their hours of operation. Because, for instance, we wanted to see the Dealey Plaza in Dallas, so I had to make sure they were open on that day because it was a holiday time, and I wanted to make sure they were open at 10 a.m. because our hotel checkout was at 12. So just be really researchy and get all your information. Second thing I wanted to quickly mention is if you are driving with a pet, like a dog or a cat or whatever, be prepared for them. So we brought little doggy bowls and a lot of water and treats and food. Make sure that they have enough cool air if you're driving during the summertime, because they need to be hydrated too.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that you're taking them out for walks as well, because you kind of forget about that.
Okay, sorry, so continue.
No, I have a good question for you.
Yeah.
What is one regret that you have about the road trip?
Regret that I have about the road trip is I wish it was longer. I mean, honestly, when I first planned it, I thought it was going to be like 12 days long. But on day 7, I was starting to get burnt out because we kept on eating the same, safe, clean food. But I was also getting tired of these hotels night after night. And just like unloading and reloading the same suitcase and kind of wearing the same clothes was getting a little tiring. So I guess the regret would be I would just make the trip longer.
Well, I didn't say my regret.
Oh, sorry. What's your? I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
This is why we never had fights in the
Because I talk too much.
The regret that I do have kind of touches on what you said. I wish that I did the research where I had to figure out what was one thing to eat in each state, like their specialty, and one thing to buy at each state. So when we went to Tennessee and we went to Nashville, I wish that we bought a hat from Nashville or something like that, like a cowboy hat, or in
just something from every state.
Like in Missouri, if we somehow could have found a specific hot sauce or a barbecue sauce, something along those lines. In Dallas, do this. Oh, all right. I have another question for you.
Yes.
What's one place that you wish we visited but we didn't visit?
One place that I wish we visited were the caves in Missouri. It was Christmas Day, and I was so mad because there were these really cool caves that you can just go for the day or for half a day. And I guess they have bats in there, and it's something that a lot of people don't even know about Missouri. So yeah, I think that it would have been the caves in Missouri. What about you? Was there one thing that you wish you saw?
I wish that I had planned the route a little bit better. I think the Cadillac Ranch, it was okay. I just don't think it was worth staying in the northern part of Texas. I would have preferred a different route down south.
Well, there's always next time.
That's true. That, and you're right. New Mexico was fantastic, so I wish that I spent a little bit more time in New Mexico and a little bit more time in Arizona. But now that I'm out here, I don't really need to worry about that because we can just drive there if we really want to.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're about to take a road trip, have a great one. Be safe.
Yeah.
We hope that we gave you some good advice.
I'd like to hear in the comments about people that have taken road trips and what they would have changed.
Yeah, and our goal is to do another one along the northern route of America and the middle one too. We have a lot to see.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think, and good luck. Be safe, have fun, take pics. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.